As a human being living on planet Hell, we develop addictions. And for you, you might be addicted to crack. You might be addicted to salt. As somebody who's seeking the optimal health, I don't have like physical addictions, things that I know will harm my body. I don't choose to consume them anyway. I'd love to have coffee. It tastes delicious. I'm not going to do it. I know it's a nerve damage tonic. I don't succumb to food addictions, and here I am thinking I'm a hero, like I'm so disciplined, and then I'm fiending on the internet, just, what's new? Give me news. Internet is an addiction. I have somewhat disabled it. Let's talk about how.
He's in the ocean. He's in the ocean.
I don't know why the internet is so addictive. It's boring, really. The sites I'm visiting, there's nothing like exciting happening, but there's this thing happening where you're like looking for news, something new. I think it's a dopamine release where it's like, oh, there is a new article there. It's not that exciting, actually. But like the excitement of something new, and you can just see it any time. If you were just living in nature, what's the new thing that's so exciting? Like a tiger chasing? Oh, that's new. I'm dead now. So our modern day life, it's like we have access to this news feed. It's an addiction, and it's disgusting to watch people sometimes. If you ever seen like a teenager hunched over looking at their phone, like they're zombie-like. It's not even a human being anymore. Like, what are you? It's like I'm watching you doing drugs. Grow up. So I don't know what you look on the internet. Let me know down below what sites you visit. Like I have a bunch of bookmarks that I go through. I'll take you through my routine of little common sites that I visit. First, I'll check Facebook just to see. I'm in this group, Beauty of the Dawn. They post nature photos of the same area that I visit and the film that you're witnessing right now. In fact, in this video, I will show you the progression of me first spotting a red squirrel far, far away, and then me slowly tracking it, getting closer and closer until we get the beauty shot at the end. So I checked that Facebook group just to see photos, like people are seeing foxes and minks. And I'm like, wow, that's in my area? Like, it inspires me to go out. So I check Facebook very briefly and ignore whatever messages come in to me, usually. That's fun. I check my mixed martial arts site, MMAfighting.com, for the UFC, like what new fights are coming, and just little news. And I check that during the fights, press conferences, like stuff like that. I check YouTube comments for a little bit, at least. I can't keep up with it. All the dietary advice down there, it starts to sink into the soul. It hurts. You should try this, bro. How come you don't just try a balanced diet? Why are you doing this to us? That's fun times. So I do that, check the emails, and then photography sites is my obsession. I check DP Review just to see any new camera news, but then all the rumor sites as well. And then all the deals of potential cameras that I could buy. That's my addiction. But that's mainly it. Just a couple alternative news sites to see our world crumbling before our eyes and the tyrannical government stripping our freedoms and us fighting back with trucks and bouncy things for the kids to play around in. So I used to spend a lot more time going through these sites over and over again, just hoping for new news to come. And sometimes I'd work, I'd film a video, edit it, and then boom, check more sites, go through that whole loop again. Any new camera news? No. Let me tell you how I somewhat broke it. I reduced it quite a bit. I stopped completely for a little, then I bounced back a little. I got some tips. My first tip is leave your house immediately. And don't bring your phone. That doesn't count as leaving the house. You took the house with you. I'm still on the internet. Don't bring a phone. You go out in nature. Breathe some air for the first time in your life. Look at some beauty out there. Just get grounded, but leave. Doesn't matter where you walk, like in your neighborhood. Go look at people's porches. Oh, that's a cool porch. Wish I had that. Wish I had a girlfriend to sit with on it. But I'm alone because I'm addicted to salt and the internet, and no woman could love me. You're sad. Look at their lawns. Oh, what are they growing? No food? Oh, you're all morons. That sucks. So go through your neighborhood or a nature walk, something. Get outside. The internet will be there for you when you get back. Just don't stay there all day, just zombified. I was setting some rules for myself, like, okay, I'm gonna check these sites in the morning, see new camera news, new fighting news, which men are gonna punch each other in the face, and then back off for like the rest of the day, maybe check once more later on, and then back off. What do you fill your time with though? Because you're used to all this like excitement, dopamine releasing content. It's like, oh, something new. So the walking helps. You come back. Now what? I got two answers. Read a book or read your mind. Now books can be nice. I've just read the whole Lord of the Rings series. I've watched that movie, I don't know, a lot, 30 times maybe. Like, I've watched it over and over. Never once did it occur to me to actually read the books. Fantastic little stories. There's so much more information in those books. Like, all the pieces came together. I was like, wow, who's Tom Bombadil? Why wasn't he in the movie? That guy was so happy. He dancing. All these little side stories, and it's interesting to see how the movies played out the books. They left out a lot of information. They focused way more on the war part. Very interesting. And just I'm reading like health books, obviously. Man's Higher Consciousness. Hilton Hotima. He's going to tell me how I'm eating meat and it's poisonous, and I will confuse my own brain. So read to learn, but also read some fictionary tales if you must. Write a book. You write the book. I could write a book, I bet. I have an imagination. Like, I shouldn't be writing an actual like dietary protocol. That leads to like juicing all day and eating raw meat. How does that? Nobody's gonna read that. But if I just made a little fantasy tale of two brothers going through life and they meet a dragon. I don't have any ideas. I'm just going to steal it from Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Bracelets. But there's something much different about reading a book. You don't feel like you're doing something wrong if you're just reading a book. You're sitting down, you're learning or enjoying somebody else's imagination, as opposed to like doing drugs, looking at a computer screen. So read a book, you'll feel better about yourself. Just buy a bunch of them, go to the library, rent them. That's one key. And then you can only read for so long until you like want to lose your mind. So stop reading and then go somewhere. You have to balance the exercise and the reading, but also just the mind. There's books in there. There's thoughts. There's really cool stuff in here. You just go in. Just know that the answer is almost never on the internet. Whatever you're like wanting inside, you're like, something's missing. It's not here. It's never there. You're only gonna like lose money by looking at camera gear like I have. Like, I just bought this thing. 2x teleconverter. I was like, you know what? This lens could get even farther reach. It's worse. It makes my image worse, and I spent $600 for just this tiny piece. If I wasn't on the internet looking for deals, I would have $600 and a better looking image. Only you can prevent forest fires. The biggest tip I have should have been number 1. Nobody's even here anymore watching this bullshit video. Get a hobby that you love. My favorite thing now is to go out in nature and get wildlife footage. It's like, man, this is so fun. I'm out in nature. That's the funnest part. I'm getting sunshine. In the summer, I'm going to go barefoot, walking through like my ancient native Indian ancestors of the country we stole most of the land from. I'm going to tune into that ancestry and then just be connected with the earth. And I love the final result. I love getting this footage and then making a video, putting it to music, doing something with it. That's so fun to me. Find something that you love. Maybe you love building or fixing things. My sink was clogged. Called my landlord. Apparently they don't care. They don't care. So I took it upon myself. I bought one of those little snake things. I went in there. I pulled up a bunch of gunk. The sink has never flowed so much better. Do you have any idea how happy that makes me? Just seeing that sink, like it kept filling up. Nothing would drain. It was so frustrating. And now that it just goes, I'm like, wow, this is great. Me and my girlfriend were just like, I can't believe this sink. This is fantastic. So house repairs, that could be in your future. Wow. Gardening, growing plants that you could eat, not stupid flowers. Oh man, the future is limitless. I totally understand why men just repair the house all day long. They're losing their mind. That's why. They're like, I can't, if I have to sit here with my own thoughts, I will lose my shit. I gotta fix something. There, I'm doing something. I don't have to think. Oh, that's good. And people just start fixing shit that wasn't broken, and their whole life now is just making the perfect house to die in. That's fine. I salute you for it. At least you're spending time. You're learning something for your next life. You'll be happy. Point is, the internet sucks. There's just no joy to be had. Spend all day on the internet and tell me if you felt proud about that day. What are you gonna learn? Some YouTuber telling you how he's eating raw meat? Come on now. You stay subbed and you watch every video. But even this video, like, you're escaping right now. You're escaping what you should be doing for 10 minutes or so. It's like, okay, I'm happy to perk you up if I can, but then go do something. Go accomplish something for the day. You'll feel so much better. Go for a walk. Go build a bench. Go fix your plumbing. Go buy a snow shovel and then walk around your neighborhood just shoveling certain parts that don't look right. Oh, I wish we could have better access on this particular sidewalk. I helped. You're not getting any money for it. You're just doing it for the benefit of humankind. I want to do that. I should do that. I talk shit. I give you ideas and I don't do them myself. So you see that little X way up there that closes the internet? Let me encourage you to press it as soon as this video's over, of course. And then leave. And you will find happiness blossoming within your heart. And well, things will happen to you. After you thumb up the video, of course. Don't click the X before you thumb that in that direction. If you thumb it down, it's because you once stood next to a bear while he was trying to catch salmon. He caught one. You said, "Hey, bear, do you mind sharing what you've caught? I'm a human being. I'm not capable of catching meat. I still eat it. I wasn't designed to do it, but do you mind helping me?" He did help you because he's better than you. He's living his true nature. What are you doing? Eating raw meat? You disgust me. How you doing? My wrist hurts from the meat. Help. The acids are burning me from within. I'm experiencing no benefits. I still have brain fog and no muscle. And now I just have no ethics. Help. Subscribe for good advice. I'm the guru here, not you. Close the internet.